guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Peace Jones. Boom. All right, you guys, if you're new here, welcome. I cover three main topics on my channel. That is number one, travel, particularly solo travel. Number two, dating, all things dating. And number three, healing, okay? So you guys, today I have a video that can be tied into healing, can be tied into motivation, inspiration, leveling up, okay? And that is a 6-month vision board check-in, okay? Yes, I'm a little bit late. Technically, it is July 6th. So we are about 6 days late. But I wanted to do a 6-month check-in for the vision board. So as you guys know, I made a video titled The Importance of Creating a Vision Board. And this was back in, I believe, December, because I like to create a vision board for each year at the beginning of the year. I typically actually like to do it on New Year's Eve so that I'm literally coming into the new year with a fresh start, a fresh plan, new prayers, new manifestations, a positive mind, just ready to tackle the year, okay? And that's what I did per usual this year. I actually had, this year, I actually had a vision board party, very small, let's just call it a vision board get together, where I just had about 3 other friends come over and we created our vision boards from scratch. I had all the materials, they bought their own boards, and we just like chilled, think we had some pizza, some wine, and created our vision boards. And so now that the 6-month check-in was supposed to be in June, but like I said, I'm a few days late, which is okay. I like to actually do a check-in, if not at the 6-month mark, which is half a year. I would also like to start doing it and focus more on doing it quarterly, okay? So every 3 months, right? So that would make it March, June, September, I think, and then December, right? And so, yeah, you guys, this is going to be our 6-month check-in, and I'm just basically going to go over a few things that you should be looking at, paying attention to, and considering moving forward, because we only have now 5 months left in the year after this month is over, and this year is just rolling on by, just like the years tend to do. And so we want to make sure that we are still in the midst of the chaos, in the midst of inflation, in the midst of family issues, in the midst of financial health, whatever you guys may have going on. You are still trying to stay focused and achieve and accomplish these goals, okay? So number one would be review your vision board. Clearly, that's how you're going to start, right? Now, some people have a board, some people have a dry erase board, some people have a notepad. However you write down and envision and create this plan for your year, that's what I'm telling you to revisit, okay? I actually have a board, so that's what I revisit, all right? Look at it, read over it in its entirety, from step 1 to step 25, from this corner to that corner. Literally review the entire board, okay? Number 2, break it down and revise the plan, all right? So as you guys know, life never goes as planned, right? I can literally set out and say, hey, this is what I'm gonna do. This is how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be here. I plan on traveling here. I plan on having this. I plan on making this much money. And it just doesn't work out like that, right? Like life literally takes its own course, right? So now it's time to actually review this and revise it. It's nothing wrong with revising your plan, adjusting things, looking at where you're at, looking at what's feasible, looking at what's realistic, and even looking at where your head is at this point. Because sometimes we learn things, we realize we may need more time for one thing, we may need more money for one thing, maybe we realize we're not as invested or interested in certain things on our vision board any longer. So revise, revamp, okay? Break it down. Next, you want to eliminate and add, okay? So sometimes we overwhelm ourselves, right? I know for me, for my vision boards, I like to actually cram in as much as I can and purposefully overwhelm myself, because if I do that, I know that there's a likelihood that I will achieve a lot more, as opposed to just putting maybe 3 things on my vision board and being like, yeah, I can do this. This is going to be easy. I'll knock it out. No, I want to put 12 or 20 or 35 things on there, because then that makes me more focused, that makes me more hungry, that makes me feel like, dang, like I really got to get to it and make sure that I can try and knock out as much of this as possible. But in overwhelming ourselves or in thinking larger than the capacity that we may be able to fill, you may have to go back in and eliminate things, right? Quarterly, bi-yearly, whatever, right? So now's the time to do that, right? Maybe you put some things on this vision board that you aren't really going to be able to achieve financially. Go ahead and eliminate some of that and add in what you want to do instead, right? Maybe you've put some things on here that you may need some more time and experience in order to actually do it properly, right? Maybe you need to take some courses. Maybe you want to go talk to someone. Maybe you have to travel somewhere and get some like one-on-one, hands-on training or something, right? So you want to eliminate that until further notice and then add in your new plan, okay? And don't forget, additions are also very, very good, right? If you decide, hey, it's July, I've literally knocked out 75% of my board, I'm still hungry, I know I can do a lot more, let me add about 10 more things on here, right? And let's see if I can just push it, kick it into gear these next 5 months and just really blow my mind at the end of the year, right? Add and subtract as you need to, all right? Number 4, refocus, you guys. This is something that I tell you guys all the time. When I'm talking to you, a lot of times I'm talking to myself, okay? Refocus. I know for me this year, and honestly, ever since the pandemic, life has been so weird to me. It's like I'm still accomplishing things, I'm still growing, I'm still blessed, but I feel like everything is kind of like, what are we really doing? What's the purpose of this? When is this going to get better? Where are we going from here? And I've had a lot of my friends tell me that same thing. It's like we're in this kind of loopy, transitional type of state, right? And so with that being said, a lot of people have lost their focus, right? And I know for myself, I haven't lost my focus, but I will say that maybe I'm not as focused as I could be, right? And it's natural. I mean, the state of the world is a little bit confusing, a little bit off right now, right? So it makes a lot of things hard to put into place and really know, like, okay, is this going to work out? We got issues with manufacturing and labor and transporting things and shipments. Should I be starting a business? Or, you know, am I going to be able to even get this car shipped to me if I decide to? Is this a good time to move? Blah, 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 right? So it's really weird, but you guys try as much as you can to refocus, because at the end of the day, our lives are still moving. We're still getting older. We still have things that we need to do. So try and just like keep that focus on your goals and your plans in your life, okay? And number 5, you guys don't have to do this. As I say on my channel all the time, I am not a religion pusher. I am not a Jesus pusher, whatever, but I personally do believe in God. And so I purposefully, when I make my vision boards, I pray over them. I pray over them randomly when I look at them or walk past them. I sage mine. You can do like manifestation practices over it. You can say positive affirmations over it. Whatever you want to do that helps you feel like, okay, I'm really sealing the deal and locking in these plans for myself. That would be the last step I would tell you to take, because now not only have you revisited it and looked it over and kind of put back in your mind what you want to accomplish for the year, but now you've also revised it, which means that you've made some changes. You've maybe taken away some things and added some things. And at this point, you pretty much want to make sure that all those new transitions and ideas or anything you've taken away are now sealed in for you for the rest of the year. So that would be the last step, you guys. I hope everything's going well with you. I hope this video has really helped you. I hope it has inspired you guys who haven't made a vision board for the year to maybe go ahead and make one for these last remaining months of the year, or to decide that you want to do one at the end of the year for 2023. Or for my people who have made a vision board, to go ahead and refocus, get back on the ball, and just push it into gear for these remaining 5 months of the year. All right, you guys, I will talk to you next time. Peace.